Yep, nothing boring about living on a boat. That's for sure. Right, pups? Oh, I know. I'm gonna take them to shore, but like many things on a boat, what I'm gonna do is try to do multiple things at once, because there's always a lot of things to do. Today's objective is not just to take the dogs to shore, but to clean the bottom of the dinghy, which is starting to get a little gross. I think I have everything I need. So let's do it. All right, come on. Don't step on my feet. Thank you. Stay. Stay. What the heck is that? Yikes. Alright, guys. You're out of here. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sure my motor's going to appreciate how much easier it is to push this boat. Good job, puppy dogs. Finally did it. Finally got out on the water. Do some paddling. Needed this guy to convince me to go.
Mike, you officially get pirated.
My buddy Chad and I paddled over to this sandbar. Well, it was kind of a mix of sand and mud. It looked like a cool place to hang out. And it was right around the corner from where we anchored. There was actually a couple of sandbars over here, with some deep waterways in between. Surely in these deep holes there would be some fish hanging out as the tide moved past. And the tide would completely bury these things, so it was free of any trash, because it would get washed twice a day. Sometimes though there would be things that were left behind by the water, but all of those things were natural. I learned that these jellyfish are sometimes used for bait. They are extremely common, not very poisonous, and there are people that actually eat these. To each his own. You know, I could do this all the time and get my toes in the mud. I think I can honestly say that I would take this over fishing if I had to make a choice. Of course I love fishing, but I don't know, there's something that speaks to me about just being out here, exploring, seeing cool things, like this guy. Great blue heron over there. He's fishing. Like a Modelo can. Might turn into a home for a hermit crab. I gotta fish a little bit. Let's see, this one. On this particular day, I used a crankbait. It's a suspending crankbait with a little lip on it. I used to sell these at my shop. A few people called them affectionately the Marty lure. It wobbles real nice as you retrieve it. And as I stood here and I watched the patterns that the wind made on the surface, it didn't take long before something came up and took that lure. Look at you! Hello, Mr. Trout. Simple and easy. No electronic, no motors, not even bait. Just a kayak and a fishing pole. It reminded me of old Dick Prennicott living up in Alaska.
I could see him browning in the pan as I dressed him out, and I left his entrails for the birds. Fried potatoes, onions, and fish. You can't beat that.
All in all, it was already a great day. With fish for the table, my buddy Chad and I enjoyed a couple of adult beverages. He had brought a six-pack of beer, and I forgave him for bringing glass, which is usually a no-no for a boat. One more in there? My number 3? But it was cold, and the company was good. This was hot, so no complaints from me. People say that about Bud Light even when it's cold. Ignorant people say that.
I drink warm Bush. I don't give a
Oh, man. You know, I bet there's a bunch of fish up there at the end of this cut.
Well, I'm following you.
I want to see you hook one.
Yeah, me too. It's got like a lot of clay in it or something. This is slick.
Sticky.
Don't stand.
A few moments later, I found myself in a deep cut between two islands, and the water was moving real good here. So I worked the lure back with the current, and I wound up hooking what I thought was a redfish. I think so. Yeah. It had been a long time since I've been on a fish sleigh ride, and this character had no problem pulling me and my light kayak along. Heck, this Argo only weighs about 38 pounds. What a wonderful feeling. Fishing again. Yeah, he's digging like a linebacker, man. Surprisingly, when I finally wrestled him to the surface, I realized it was not a redfish. That looks like a big old trout, yo.
No. If it is, that's... Hang on, let me get you. Keep going for the trout. That's a gator.
Yep. That's a keeper. My goodness. You got a mouthful of trouble. Trouble. I need those lip grips.
I got him.
I don't want to put my hand near his face.
Yeah, no, don't do that. I already pulled one hook out of your hand. Don't do that again.
Yeah, right. This is why we bring nets. Oh, does that tickle? Alright, come here.
Got him. Holy fucking shit, Marty.
That's a heavy fish, bro. Welcome to Mosquito Lagoon, I guess, huh? That is a lovely trout. It's heavy. Ain't letting him go. I think we're gonna have fish dinner. I might let the little guy go.
I gotta have a taco too.
That's a lot of tacos right there, man.
Hey, cut.
Now that we had plenty for the table, we headed back. And since I did the catching, Chad did the cleaning. I accepted that very happily, because that's not always the case where I catch something and he don't.
Oh, don't video that. I'm doing it upside down. We're gonna be like, what the hell are you doing?
Breadcrumbs, egg. Little Old Bay. You guys know how I cook fish. Doesn't matter if we're at a marina or if we're at anchor. There's always puppy dogs. And there's always lemons.
Good.
Gotta have tartar sauce. A little bit of lemon. I've only been here for a day or two, but I like Smyrna Beach better than I like Titusville. No offense, Titusville. I just didn't get a chance to have friends over and go fishing at Titusville. Dude, that is really good. Pretty fresh.
Pretty. A little fellow was swimming an hour ago.
Mm-hmm. No need for forks. Oh, it's so good.